What's good, people? Them, it's man like Jamo. We're out here with the MSI Mag 27 4QRF Quantum Dot 2K gaming monitor. I saw some of these earlier on this year in Birmingham at Insomnia Gaming Festival. Let's get this thing unboxed and see what's really good with this Quantum Dot thing. And now people, just before I drag this out of the box, I just want to show you the ports while I got the thing face down, S up, going from left to right. We got the power port, 3.5mm headphone. We got two display ports. I lied, we got two HDMI ports, one display port. We got a little USB seating there, and we've got a USB hub up which connects to the computer, and you've got two USB-A ports to connect the thing to your peripherals basically, innit? And I don't think I see any other USB-A ports on this thing. You also got a little multi-function button on the back of the monitor in normal MSI function, which will let you play around with the MSI menus and everything there. And I just thought I would show you guys the arm of the back of the monitor kind of thing. This is what it looks like. It's got one of these quick insert mechanisms where basically, see the back of the monitor right there, yeah? You literally just boom. Oh, okay, I lied. You have to screw it in. Yeah. You have to screw this one in. Alright, now that's everything plugged in. And I can't lie. Ooh, the monitor's, yeah, it's quite heavy. But not too bad. Not the heaviest monitor I've ever held. Anyway, let's go get this plugged in and set up. Alright, now we're all set up and good to go. All plugged in. Let's start off with the viewing angles, fam. Like, I think this is going to be a straight winner. Yeah, look at that. No matter what angle you're viewing this monitor from, the color doesn't change in the picture, the brightness doesn't change. Yeah, these viewing angles are good to go as far as I'm concerned, fam. And I wouldn't expect anything less from one of the mag range of MSI Quantum Dot monitors. Now obviously you got to check what's going on with the resolution. So we got 2K maximum resolution here in a 16:9 aspect ratio, 2560 by 1440. Going to advanced display, and we got up to 180 hertz. So what was advertised on the front of the box is exactly what we're getting, and underneath that we got 165, 144, 120 hertz, and we got 60 hertz there as well. Now quickly people, them, just before man gets into the gaming thing, obviously you know I do the content creation, and I wanted to show you how good this monitor is for doing your content creation, video editing on. I feel like the colors that it produces are very lifelike in terms of what my final videos look like when they're finally released or when they're finally exported. I felt like, yeah, it was quite a good, decent size 27-inch monitor for doing video content creation on. No issues there for me whatsoever, especially if I'm editing 4K video. I know it's only 2K, but the preview looked really clear to me, so I felt like I could still see what my 4K video would look like even when editing it on a 2K screen in a smaller window. So yeah, definitely a good plus for me, at least anyway, in terms of simple video editing on Filmora. Also, can we talk about how sexy the Quantum Dot thing looks, fam? Now, I've got this in HDR mode. Obviously, my camera's not filming in HDR, so you guys on the YouTube end, by the time YouTube has processed this video, you won't get to see it in HDR, but it looks really good, fam. Like, the contrast ratios, the brightness, the color reproduction, yeah, that all looks very sick. I can see why this Quantum Dot thing is a bit of a hype at the moment. Obviously, I'm just doing some 4K YouTube streaming. Yeah, no, man, look, it looks good. It looks good. I definitely feel like if you're doing your what, Netflix, you're doing up Amazon Prime Video, all them things there, just genuinely watching a movie, this screen is definitely a screen you'd have a good time on. Alright, so now with all that out of the way, it's time to finally launch some games. Let's start off with some Cod The Lamb. Now, Cod The Lamb is obviously a very simple game artistic wise, but the colours that they got in it, and also the contrast between the dark backgrounds and the bright colourful foreground, is definitely a good game to try out on any new monitor, just to see how good the colour reproduction is. And I feel like Cod The Lamb looks really good on this thing. Now moving on to Dirt 5, which is better than Forza Horizon 2. Fight me later, fight me now, I don't care. You can even see my camera is struggling to match the contrast ratio that the monitor is giving out. The snow is looking mad overexposed on my camera, but I can guarantee you that when you're looking at it properly, like eye to eye, naturally, fam, this screen is doing jobs in terms of that contrast ratio. The colors are punching as well. Fam, everything just looks sick. Yeah, just looks sick. This is a proper gaming monitor, fam. Obviously, we gotta run some Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, one of the greatest looking games on PS5 and on PC. The port is excellent. Everything, I think I'm kind of biased to be honest, because I feel like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart looks sick no matter what graphical settings you got the thing on. But specifically on this thing right here, 2K resolution, bumping with that young Nvidia DLSS. Yeah, the colors are there, the contrast is there, everything is, it's just looking sexy, fam. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that Ratchet and Clank ain't the best looking game that's on PS5 and PC right now. And obviously, last but certainly not least, we gotta try some Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 looks really sick as well, fam. Like, it's a very simplistic game in terms of the art style, like everything is red here, but it's the contrast ratio, the shadows that are going on in the background really look good on the quantum dot thing. I don't know if I could play it on another monitor, fam. Okay, I'm lying. I could definitely play it on another monitor, but this looks exceptionally good on this quantum dot display at 2K resolution, at the high frame rates. It's just a shame that those high frame rates won't actually transfer to my poor skill level and help me actually kill the aliens and the robots faster. Now, one thing I almost forgot to show you guys was the little built-in monitor menu system, which just lets you change the color profile and settings of the monitor without having to go into the computer settings. Stuff like choosing what type of game you're playing. So they've got a mode for real-time strategy games, another mode for FPS games, sports games, stuff like that. You can go in and tweak the image, color and temperature kind of thing to your liking. If you're, I don't know, editing something and you want a bit more of a good picture profile, you can do all them things there, and obviously play around with the HDMI settings, the DisplayPort settings. You know the vibes, fam. Same old, same old. Now, with all that out of the way, I can't lie, MSI definitely have a sexy looking monitor right here. It don't have no speakers, unfortunately, so you're going to have to plug in via the 3.5mm audio jack at the back of the monitor, or have some kind of USB speakers or headphones on deck. But yeah, man, the color reproduction, the picture reproduction that's going on right here, fam, it's looking sick. The quantum dot thing is definitely up there with the OLED. I don't know if I quite like it as much as OLED. OLED still has a very special place in my heart for them stupidly wide contrast ratios kind of thing. But yeah, no, the quantum dot definitely better than your average standard procedure IPS situation going on in it. And I don't know why MSI are doing this 180 Hz thing, because usually they're on the 2K 240 Hz thing, so I'm not sure if that's a limitation with quantum dot technology. But yeah, I guess 180 Hz for me personally, once I'm above 120 Hz, I can't really tell the difference, honestly. So that's one for you esports warriors to let me know about later on. But if this video helped you with your purchase choice, let me know in the comment section below, and make sure you hit the subscribe and you hit the like button, and give me a shout in the next video.